Hi students, this video is for class 8 students. In this session we are going to discuss about Introduction to Force. This complete session is knowing about force. We can observe many changes around us. So if you see, we can observe many changes which is happening around us, like changes in season. So if you observe, changes in seasons means we have different seasons, so it will be changing, like summer season, winter season, rainy season. So there will be a change in seasons. And number 2, changes during sunrise and sunset. And number 3, changes in tides of sea. So if you observe, there will be a big tide, there will be small tide, there will be normal tide, and there will be no tides. So if you observe, there will be changes in tides of sea. Have you ever thought about the cause behind these changes? In ancient days, means in olden days, people thought that an invisible force which is responsible for the changes occurring in the nature. So in olden days, they thought that some invisible force which is acting to occur changes in nature. And even now, many people believe that invisible force exists that causes whatever happening in the world. Even now also, many people believe that there is an invisible force which exists till now, which exists and causes whatever is happening in the present world. Later, the concept of force was developed, but it was limited to explaining our efforts and actions. Efforts means while we are doing some exercise, we will be giving 100% effort to reduce the fat in our body. And actions, like in our childhood, we will be doing some actions like playing a role of an hero, or playing a role of a villain, or playing a role of a superhero. We'll be doing some actions. The words force, the word effort, the word strength, the word power. So if you observe these words, force means if you want to move any object, we will be using some force. Effort, if you want to run, or if you want to jump, or if you want to do anything, you will be giving effort on that particular object. Strength, if you want to lift any object, you need strength. And power, if you have power and you can do n number of works. While you are riding a bicycle, most of the time your legs are pushing down the pedals. So while you are riding a bicycle, most of the time your legs are pushing the pedal downwards. To push, you have to make an effort. So to push that pedal, you need to make some effort. When you pick up your school bag, you need to put some effort in order to lift or pull the bag upward and off the ground. So while you are picking up your bag, school bag, you need to show some effort in order to lift or in order to pull the bag upwards. Have you ever wondered what forces are? So have you ever anytime wondered what forces are? What is meant by force? So now we are going to discuss the definition for force. The pull or push effect on a body. If you observe, the pulling or pushing effect which is on a body, that is known as force. So if you observe these two pictures, a boy is pulling a trolley, and in second pic you can observe a boy is pushing the wheelchair. Have you ever picked the hailstones falling down in a hailstorm? So if you observe in this picture, you can find the ice cubes which is falling from the sky. during the rain. We can't pick the hailstones which is falling down during the hailstorm because it will be falling with a great force. A paper boy throws a newspaper. So, if you observe early in the morning, a paper boy will be coming and throwing a newspaper. So, at that time, he will be showing some effort and also he will be showing some action. By this both, he is using some force too for throwing a newspaper. If you observe, there is a two pictures there. In picture one, a boy is using actions as well as effort. In picture 2, if you observe, a man is using a great force to throw a newspaper. If you use great force, there will be some causes too. You will be falling down or you will be injured. Have you ever wondered about these actions like stretching rubber band, pulling a rickshaw, rowing a boat? If you observe these actions like stretching rubber band, pulling a rickshaw, rowing a boat, if you stretch a rubber band, you need to put some effort as well as force to stretch a rubber band. Pulling a rickshaw. If you observe, in olden days, people used this rickshaw for transportation. And if you see, rowing a boat. So in Kerala, there is a festival. In that festival, people used to row a boat. So if you observe these three actions, it includes effort and force. Where our efforts help to change the motion of the objects, such actions like picking. During picking, our efforts help to change the motion of the objects. During squashing, our efforts help to change the motion of the objects. During twisting, our efforts help to change the motion of the object. During stretching, our efforts help to change the motion of the objects. During lowering, our efforts help to change the motion of the objects. And during lifting, our efforts help to change the motion of the objects. Above actions cause a change in the state of an object. Okay students, in our next video we are going to observe identifying push or pull. So I hope everyone understood this session. So in our next session we are going to discuss about identifying push or pull. Thank you.